What's going on, paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch today. Before I just want to say, guys, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below. If you have any questions, type in hashtag Q4V, and I'll answer your question at the end of my next market watch. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I have something really actually kind of cool to talk about. I'm not sure what happened, but let's get it going. Unlike cards like Galatea, that's just doesn't know what's happening. I mean, the market price of Galatea is 70. We saw it fall as low as 50. And now Galatea is back up to 60. This is for OT Galatea from OTS Tournament Pack 10. Yeah, it's just all over the place. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked that a card that is, for the most part, being used as a 2 of in Orcus, has a super rare reprint, is just bouncing so much all over the market. And I would love to know what you guys think about this card and why is it moving so much. Then you have cards like Dingirsu, a card which is guaranteed going to go down in value. In fact, if you want my actual prediction on this is going to go down in value. And so is Dingirsu. Look at the price point. Dingirsu is currently $38. Look at the market price. You see name it versions going for roughly around 39s. Guys, it's not sustainable. After the YCS this weekend, we're going to see a little bit of a jump in cards. And then probably around Tuesday, late Tuesday, early Wednesday, we're going to see card prices starting to go back down in value due to the fact that you players don't need to care about Orcus or any of these cards because everyone's getting ready for Nationals and they're going to start working towards that. And we're going to have a pretty big difference between then and then again. And then you have cards like Orchestrated Return, which, remember when Orcus was getting hyped up, everyone was excited about Orcus, and this card actually inflated to a pretty high number in its price point. Well, its current price point was roughly around $9, but we're seeing it already hold at $7. Orchestrated Return is another card that Orcus can use, but they don't need to use. It's only a 1 of, and it's not bad, but not that necessary. I do love the picture and the artwork of Dingirsu and whatnot. Up next, Pot of Extravagance. I just talked about this card a couple of days ago, but that's why I talked about it when it was roughly around $75, which was the initial pre-order prices for Pot of Extravagance. Market price has a card roughly around $73. Looking at Pot of Extravagance, unlimited versions are actually about $67. First edition is still going to run you anywhere from $71 to $75, but it's going down in value, so I'm trying to point out. And the reason why is relatively simple. One, Guru Control is one of the decks that use Extravagance, and to be honest with you, nobody wants to put that money into Guru Control for Extravagance, and the reason why is because nobody wants to buy that field spell, which most likely is going to be getting a reprint. All the guys have been slowly going off the meta, so that isn't why Pot of Extravagance is going up. Mystic Mind would be the reason why Pot of Extravagance would be used. Unfortunately, it's not, though. Pot of Extravagance is just not seeing as much play, and since it's not seeing as much play, it's going down in value. I know I had one guy goes, V, for the millionth time, I told you it's not going to be in Savage Strike, it's not going to be in the Megatons, so Pot of Extravagance is going to be going up. Well, this is the opposite of what you said, because you're wrong. It actually has to do with the meta, and even though Pot of Extravagance is definitely a meta card, and yeah, Savage Strike is definitely not going to be in the Megatons, which definitely added to its increased price point. Nevertheless, it's because the card isn't seeing meta play, and that's where we're starting to see Extravagance go down. You're going to be surprised, to be honest with you, if this card goes back down to $40, depending what happens at the YCS this weekend, of course. So we see a lot of decks, even some blowout decks, use Extravagance and top the YCS, then obviously the price point would increase. But once again, if we don't see that happening, we're going to be seeing a price point of Pot of Extravagance going to go down. Then we have Mistress of the Time Goddess. The card has a $6.50 markup. We're seeing it go down a little bit. It's roughly around $5. But it's still a lot of money from a card that came out on Shards of Valhalla. Mistress of the Time Goddess. Sure, it's just a lot of money. And if you're looking to play Trap Chick, well, you're in luck. It's kind of cheap right now. And it's going lower in value. Trap Chick initially was roughly around $40. We're seeing it here in the market about $31. But then you look over here on Limiteds and First Editions, well, it's barely holding on to $28. And I think Trap Chicks are going to start going down lower and lower and lower and lower in value. As we move forward to the Megatons, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are worried about having their cards like Trap Chick getting reprinted. And that would kill the value of this card. So unless you have the card already, it's really weird to say for you to buy into the card. It's easy to say to sell into the card, being the fact that this card obviously is going to be something that's going to be a reprint target in the near future. Then we have cards like Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion, Flames of Destruction. $24 market price, you say? I say $17 to $18, as well as the market. And then you have Nightmare Card to Ibli, another card that's $21 in the market price, $19 in its price point. Both of these cards are going lower in value because they're not seeing any play. Zero play. In Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion's case, it's because of dual power reprints. That and also the meta doesn't need Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion. People are using DD Crow over this card. I do think this card is a good card. I do think this card is a card we want to buy up in the future. But right now, it's insanely overpriced. And yeah, I'm not even looking at this card as far as picking this card up. As far as Nightmare Corrupted Ibly, it just doesn't have a deck of Gozen. You can say Orcus, but you'd be wrong, because Orcus variants that we've seen have not been running Nightmare Corrupted Ibly. It's just not needed in the deck. Could it be a future potential? Yes, possibly. But as it stands right now, to hold a $19 to $20 card is absolutely wrong, because it's doing nothing. It's not even a collector's card, it's just useless. Toadally also actually might be going up in value because of that new water archetype, Marine Cess. There it is. There's two versions of Toadally Awesome. We're looking at the original print from Invasion of Vengeance. The market price has it roughly around $14. Let You Play It, as well as first editions, are anywhere from $10 to $12. That's the distance of the price points for Toadally Awesome. Then you look at the Megaton version from 2017. It's about $10 to $11 for that card as well. And the reason why this is going to maintain a high price point, and high for Toadally Awesome, it was around like 8, I think, at the lowest. But the reason it can maintain a high price point is because of hype and speculation of Marine Cess. Something that's going to happen after Nationals. Now, I told you guys, don't go crazy for any cards after Nationals. I did say that. I just want to stick to that. But why not getting Toadally Awesome right now? It's kind of cheap. And, yeah, I don't know. I own 2. And it'd be hypocritical of me to say for you not to get one if I own it, you know what I'm saying? So, I think, yeah, Toadally Awesome, not bad. Swamp Frog. So, as far as cards that need a reprint, can we just, before I talk about Ultimate Rare Swamp Frog, can we just address the fact that there's only 2 printings? The Ultimate Rare and the Stardust Overdrive version of Swamp Frog. Yeah, Stardust Overdrive is $2 for uncommon, for unlimited, I'm sorry, versions. But if you want a first edition Swamp Frog, it's like $3 for a common. Anyway, looking at Ultimate Rare Swamp Frog, market price has roughly around $65. It went down a bit. It's 55s. Is that a good price? I don't know. I think that's a good price. Anyway, I'm not sure if this can be used in Marine Cess, but I think this card is has a lot of potential. And being the fact that it's going down in value, I could easily see this card going up in the future. Being the fact that Swamp Frog is still good in the meta, and Konami has not hit the card at all in their ban list ever. It'd be kind of weird if they do it actually in August. Wow, with the release of Marine Cess, if this card was to have any kind of synergy, would you really hit that synergy right off the gate, like as early as possible? I don't know. But what I do know is Ulti Swamp Frogs are pretty expensive right now, even though they're low under the market price. You know what else is pretty expensive? Paleozoic Dynamishcus. So this super rare from OTS 20 Pack 7 has a $2 markup. It's not that, by the way. No, it's not even close. Name It Unlimited, they got one over here for about $4. Like You Played, it's about $4. And then Page quickly bombs out, holding it almost a little over $10 for Paleozoic Dynamishcus. This card is an easy buyout target. It has been bought out time and time again. And it's no surprise to see it being bought out again, to be honest with you. So, you have these. You might want to sell these fast. Then you have Madolche putting such chocolate mode. Market price of this card roughly around $30. And we're seeing here, roughly around the $30 price point. And then it quickly goes to like $35. It's like blink and it's $35. The thing about Madolche putting such chocolate mode is I personally got rid of all my Madolche stuff, and I said you get rid of all yours. And the reason why is because it's obviously an insane reprint target. Konami realizes they just made in the past 2 sets 2 support cards for this deck. This deck is seeing minimum regional play and minimum regional tops, but nevertheless, you can players want to play Madolches. Well, you can, unless you buy 3 of these cards, and then 3 of everything. I'm talking like Angelis that are roughly around 15s, Magellines are roughly around 15s. You can get a gold red tiramisu, but if you spend this kind of money, just go all in and get the ultimate red tiramisus. That's an absorbed amount of price points. It's just, you know, Konami's going to be reprinting these. I think it's almost insane to think it's not going to happen. With that said, guys, if you have Madolche, sell them now. Because once the reprint comes out, once the announcement of the reprints comes out, the prices get slashed in half in a blink. That fast. Nobody's going to be looking to buy $30 chocolate a la Moe's due to reprints on the horizon. Now listen, you can do what I'm doing. I sold my Madolches. I got top dollar for them. I'm very happy with the amount of cash I got for my Dolces. I'm waiting for the reprint to come out. Then you wait about a month or 2 after the set releases of the reprint, and then you buy the original prints from dirt cheap prices. You do it in 2 seconds, nobody's the wiser. It's literally something that's been going on forever. People do it a lot of times, but I feel like to emphasize this being the fact that not a lot of people are listing Chaka Alamos and other Madolche cards because somebody think it's going to skip getting reprinted. It's not. This card has been out since Return of the Duelist. Yeah, you're going to get, and with the 2 new support cards in the past 2 sets, yeah, you're going to get a reprint. It's going to happen. Then we have Heavy Metal Foes Electrumite. So you got the $6 version that's in 2018 megatons. My price is roughly around $7. But I want to focus on the Extreme Force version, which is roughly around $7 to $8. I still think this is a low value card. I think this card's really good. I think Konami's always going to keep pendulums, being the fact that they're just a game mechanic. And what's the best way to promote pendulums? Electrumite. It's easily the best way. So if I was you guys, I would have a place in Electrumite. Just put that aside. Now, I personally play Pendulum Magicians. I have my 3 Electrumite, first edition, Extreme Force. You can't get the Megatons. This will be the one worth the value, though. Unless they make an Ultra Electrumite, which would be gorgeous. Highly doubtful, though. They rarely make ultis of limited cards, especially recently limited cards. They usually bring in a 3 and then they hit it on the ban list, like how we'd say how we saw Kagari go to 1 after its ulti came out. 2 ulti sets ago. Oh, real quick, Konami, stop making ulti Skystrikers. We're kind of done with that. Anyway, looking at Heavy Metal Foes Electrumite, I think if Konami ever want to promote pendulums in the future, easily way to promote pendulums in the future is put this card to 2. That's done. Easiest way. You bring a new pendulum mechanic out. You put Electrumite to 2, and you go, here, community, here's a tier 1 deck that we just artificially made tier 1. Konami, making that money. So, yeah, if you want Electrumites, they're roughly around $7.50 to $8 right now, which is kind of low. They were originally like 3 and 4s. That's where I got mines. I have been talking about them since that. But now they're on 8s. I still say, hey, you want to focus on this. Maybe even after Nationals, when the banner's hype dries up, because this is, when the banner's hype increases and the meta hype dries up, because this is a card that you're going to want to focus on, because a lot of you players are going to be going to it right around banner season, which is around, what, August, September-ish? Predator Pant Chlamydia, I shouldn't. It's roughly around $3 in the market, but not really. It's actually around $5 to almost near $6 on the market for this card. Now, you can pronounce this card's name. 1, congratulations. 2, nobody cares. And 3, you can't say Fossilon Pachycephalo 10 times without stuttering. It's just impossible. But what is possible is selling this card. Getting this card and selling it. Came on Fusion Enforcers. That's with all the Invoke goodies that were in this set. And get rid of this card. It's just not needed. You don't need this card. Sell it. It's free $5 in dollar binders. Seriously, it's a little lizard guy with his tongue sticking out. You see those in your dollar binder, grab them out, and sell them online. Up next, Hidden City. I talked about earlier in this video. Hidden City is $25. Initially, it was $30, and now looking in the market, it's actually around $21. It's just dropping in value. Why would people want to pay for a card that's a really good target to get reprinted? Once again, Guru recently came out, and all you had to do when the minute Guru came out is go, I'll wait for a reprint set to come out to drop this card. Yeah, we got Dual Power and no Hidden City, which I wish we did get it, but you know what? Konami can easily go, you know what? We're not going to make Hidden City and Dual Power, because that was an ultra rare set, and we know that wouldn't do nothing to the value of the secret rare. I got an idea. Let's wait for a secret rare set to come out. That's a reprint set, and then we'll just throw it in. It's a 1 card. Just throw it in there. Here, everybody. Here's secret rare Hidden Cities, and then you can put in Nemesis Archer. Even though it's not a lot of money, you can still put that card in there, and it'll make the reprint set that much more wanted. Because for the most part, if you besides the core Impermanence and Pot of Extravagance, if you have that already, Hidden City being reprinted is easy. You have Guru Control like that. You have the 2 cards needed, Hidden City and Nemesis Archer. Then you have to go online and buy the other guy. I think it's Umash. I think it's this one. He's like $2. You need to buy some of the rares. You need to buy a Cave Clash that's 10 cents. You basically have the whole deck of Guru Control with Hidden City getting reprinted. And hopefully they reprint Nemesis Archer. If not, you want to buy one now, go ahead. But once again, it's a good reprint target. And great fillers that Konami love to do in these kind of sets. Common question of the day. I'm running through this video actually relatively fast. I have to do a lot of running around today. Nick T says, after the previous shop owner horror stories really made me appreciate my locals, what's the best way to support someone's shop? Okay, so people do this a lot in my shop, and it's kind of awkward but kind of cool. They go, I'm going to go here no matter what, I'll support your shop, and I like that. The best way to support a shop is just go to the shop. Go to the locals. Go to the events. Comment in their Facebook posts. Something silly like that is the best way to support the shop. The more a shop is supported, whether it's definitely on Facebook, social media, but definitely being in the shop, that's all the shop really needs. I said it before, I said it a while ago. I'm not sure. I think I said it in my live streams. I'm not sure if I said it here. I used to do pest control many years ago. I was actually certified in general pest control and termites pest control. 7C and 7A for my friends in New York that do pest control. One guy, anyone, anyway. We used to always do this thing called the rat mentality. It was always like this. You get a rat trap, you put it there, you fill it with these rat poisons, smell like cookie dough. If anyone ever smelled rat poison. I did pest control, guys. Anyway, and he just put a rat trap in there. Well, what happens is one rat goes in there, he gets caught, he can't get out of the trap, he's screaming and yelling, he's eating cookie dough, and he's freaking out, crapping himself. This is how it works, guys. Other rats pass by, and they see, and they hear another rat screaming. Now, rats don't speak English like you and I. I'm not sure if you noticed. They're not like Ratatouille or anything like that. They literally just hear, "Blah!" And they're like, "What? Why is he screaming over there? What does he have that I don't have? I'm looking for, we're foraging, looking for food. Why is he screaming? I'm gonna go find out." And he goes and he gets caught. He's screaming, pooping, and eating cookie dough rat. It smells really good, by the way. Anyway, he's eating that. Another rat comes by. Guess what he does? Yeah, you damn right he does. He goes in the rat trap. Ultimately, you got a trap full of 30, 40 dumb rats, but realistically, they're only doing it because they're saying, what does he have that I don't have? Well, come on, bringing this all the way back to the card shop, if the card shop looks filled, if it's filled with people just hanging out, it's just hanging out, other people that are potentially interested in playing card games, or maybe didn't want to play card games and go in an empty shop because it's awkward, I get that, they pass by the card shop, and they see a ton of plays in the shop, and they go, what are they doing that I'm not? I'm walking around bored, or I used to play Pokemans, as people like to say, it's Pokemon, by the way, the E has a little apostrophe on it, not Pokemon, don't be a dumbass, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to see what's in there. And then that's how you'll get new players in your shop. That's why I tell people all the time in my shop. I say, come to my shop, hang out. You don't have to spend a penny. I don't care. Just hang out. Because I know how this mentality works. The rat mentality is a real thing. And I want more people to come in the shop to go, wow. It's not just me and you. It's me and now a bunch of people. But you're here. And you feel more of a guest when there's more people in an establishment. Hopefully that answers your question, Nick T. Thank you for, I feel like this went totally awkward. I feel like this went totally sideways. We'll do one more. Paisano Fro says, pretty sure my locus is scaling OTS packs. What a scumbag. I've seen the owner more than once get OTS packs from 2 separate spots. One time there was a tournament when I see him get my buy-in pack from one spot and another player's buy-in pack from another spot. I got an ultimate and another player did not. Is this allowed, or is this morally wrong? What can I do without getting banned from the shop? Okay, there's no way you'll get banned from the shop. Let's be honest. Like, if you're I'm dead serious, can we just be honest? Any shop owner that sees a rat in their shop is going to ban a rat in their shop. Not because of rat mentality. It has nothing to do with that, actually. But because they don't want people, you don't want people snitching on them like constantly. That's why they do it. They just don't want it. Now, with that said, I do feel like it's kind of weird in this situation. Let me explain something to you. This is something I do, and I wouldn't be surprised if this owner is doing it. I'm not sure if he's scaling or not. I just want to emphasize this. So, when you do a box of OTS, players normally know how many OTS Ultimate Rares are in the box. Okay? I'm not going to say the numbers. I'm not going to be that guy, but they pretty much know the number. So, what players do is they count how many Ultimate Rares are pulled from said box. So what a store like me and other stores do is you're cracking another ultimate OTS box and you put them to the side with OTS packs. So now I have 2 stacks. I have the brand new box and I have the old box, which more than likely has no more ultimate rares. Okay, obviously it's like this. For entry, I will give them this one. They have to enter. They see this one. They want the goods, and this is prize stuff, no problem. But this is entry, and I don't know. I honestly, it could not be ultimate rare. But I might know I left this as prize to finish off this. They will be more likely to play my events for this because they would know if it is or isn't, or they'll go, it's one ultra rare. There's a lot of packs if I ain't doing it. So I go, this is entry. This is this is what you call it. This is the prize, and players are more opted to play because they want to play for the prize. If he's doing that, then he's not doing anything wrong, to be honest with you. And it's really hard to find a store scaling packs. Do there stores out there that scale packs? Absolutely. Is it easy? Insanely easy to scale packs. Insanely easy to map boxes. Thanks, by the way, Konami, for making your boxes retardedly easily mappable. Hopefully you can fix that. It's insanely easy. And there's ways around that as an OTS store owner. And there's ways to ensure that your players that you're not doing any of this stuff is being outright with them. I'll give you an example. When I get a box, once again, boxes can be mapped. I take the packs and like a poker stack, I shuffle them, throw them together. I do it on each side actually, because there's one ultimate rare on one side, one ultimate rare on the other side. So I grab one side, I grab them in half, shuffle them, throw them back in the box. Do it the other side, and I put the box up there. Players now saw me do that. They know why I do that, and they know I'm running a good, legitimate business. It's very important to show your players this. So you put it back there and you go, boom, and you walk away. And they go, damn, not even the owner knows where it is. He just shuffled them up. They like that. As far as OTS, I crack a brand new box right in front of all my players, and I put it in my I have a little under my counter, a little thing where I put a little drawer, and I put them all there. I put them all there, put them in there, and I lock it with a key, and that's all there is. One thing, they saw me crack a brand new box. It's a little bit like, okay, this guy is showing us every boom. I made sure that there's someone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh there to watch me do this, and not because I have to do this, because I want them to understand that I'm running a legitimate business, and hopefully those locals you're going to is running it as well. If they are scaling packs, there's nothing you can do. You're going to get banned from the shop if you rat them out. You're going to obviously be pulled out as a rat. And if you go to another OTS store, I'll tell you right now, I run my business clean. But if a rat came from another OTS store to my shop, I would try to do whatever I can to get them the hell out of my face and out of my store. I do not like people that rat people out. It annoys me. It pisses me off. I don't like it unless it's a huge corporation. Don't bother me. So I would. That's what I would do as a card shop owner, and I guarantee you, I'm not alone in this. Many, if not all, card shop owners don't want a rat or snitch in their shop. They just don't. As far as trying to answer this, trying to handle this, the best way to do it is just find another locals and tell the players about that locals what you feel he's doing, whether it's right or wrong. And you go, hey guys, I think he's, if you have good evidence, say, hey, listen, he's doing this. I'm going to Bill's locals and start a locals up over here on the other side. If you have no locals, well, unfortunately, I don't want to sound mean, but you have no choice. You can't go to Walmart because they don't have OTS packs. You can't credit Konami and send you OTS packs. They're not going to. You're not going to do anything in the library that's going to get you OTS packs. This is not going to happen. You have to deal with it. And it is unfortunate, it is mean, and does it happen? Yeah, I guarantee it happens, and it's really messed up. And I hope your OTS cleans up, because if another OTS opens up that does Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys can easily go there, and he gets put out of business. So that's why I say run a legitimate business is the smartest way to do it, because in the end, it's just not worth it to make 30, 50, 60 bucks from one card, and then get banged at the end when a new OTS locals opens up and takes all your guys. It's just not worth it. Run an easy and smart, legitimate business, and you'll never be you never be caught off guard when all your players, another locals opens up and all your players are like, we got your back. That's why I want to combine these two common questions today. So thank you, Paisano Fro, and thank you, Paisano Nick, for answering my questions. I ain't done with the video. This is part where I say bye. Your boy V ain't done though. I'm gonna be going to the YCS in Tennessee this weekend. Now when I go to Yu-Gi-Oh events, I like to try, and it's getting harder and harder to try to do this, but I like to try to find Konami employees to talk to. And if you see me at a YCS event, you see me talking to Konami employee, do me a huge favor and get the hell out of my face. Not because you annoy us or interrupt us, because you will interrupt us, but two, I'm asking them a question, and this is something I'm not even supposed to be doing, they're not supposed to be doing, but I try to get in at least 1 or 2 questions. I'll ask them all the questions, and I actually wrote it down on my iPad, my little pencil, and my iPad, in which I wrote all these questions down that I would love to ask Konami employees, and I would love to have an answer. Konami has a horrible reputation for having communication with the player base, and if I can ask them a question, yes, it's coming secondhand from me, third hand from you, but at least I can ask them these questions, and I really find it really important to at least flatten out some of the problems within the Yu-Gi-Oh community, so Yu-Gi-Oh players will not be as adamant or against Konami when they do certain moves, if Yu-Gi-Oh players understand it, and I feel like I'm a great medium for that, for you guys. If you guys don't recognize the last time I did this, I think at I think it was Comic-Con or last Nationals, in which my main question, my overall theme, was asking Konami, why don't we live stream every single YCS? And I was given the answer, actually, and it was an answer I actually didn't know, and I made a video about it, and I hope you guys appreciate that information, because that's very privileged information from the Konami employee. But information is very simple. It costs $50,000 for the internet at this location, well, at any YCS location. You can't use the damn convention Wi-Fi. It's trash. No offense to my buddies over at ARG, but your Wi-Fi looks absolutely 3G Wi-Fi. It just looks disgusting. Konami wants to make clean Wi-Fi, clean internet as best as possible, and the whole setup is at least $50,000 just for the internet. We're not talking about the cameras that get rented out. We're not talking about the crew. We're not talking about any of that stuff. The bad commentators. God, man, the commentators are so terrible. I hope they fix that. No, we're talking just about the internet alone. So I kind of agreed with that. And I'm actually really appreciative of that answer. I made a video just about that. overall. And I asked other questions that were answered in that video. And I would love you guys to go check that video out if you have any questions as well, if you are a new Paisano. But yeah, I asked you guys on my community tab, and once again, you can check my community tab. If you have any questions for Konami, put it down here and I will try to get it answered. Will I be able to get it answered? I don't know. There's some events like the YCS in Ohio, I just couldn't find a Konami employee. They were running around. They were busy as hell. But if I can find a Konami employee relaxing and hanging out, I'm gonna go down and ask some questions. The only thing I want from you guys is not to, if you see me talking to a Konami employee, just don't come up, don't bother us. Let me try to get this question answered so I can make a video for everybody. Not that it's happened in the past, I just don't want to. I want to prevent it from happening in the future. And I mean, there's some great questions already asked. Why we don't get all the same products / rarities as the Oshis? Phenomenal question. Needle fiber, and which I'm gonna ask. I wrote that down. And then he goes, why every YCS doesn't have stream coverage? And once again, I answered that in another video. And then there's some silly questions like ask them how their day is going. Was one of the, come on, Paisano, what are you doing there, guy? Come on, tell him he's a bitch along with everybody Konami. Bro, what are you doing? Hi there, I have a question for you. Use a bitch. And everyone else, like, come on, man. We're trying to get an open dialogue with a company that has a closed dialogue with their player base. I'm trying to get in for you guys to get you guys questions answered that would help you. Also, don't ask about cards specifically. This is something that I don't think they're gonna answer. They would answer it the same way they would answer anything else. So I'll give you a good question. Quiero Juan Guego says, when is Maji released? One area Geist is returning. You can't ask them about a specific card in the future that they haven't technically released. They're actually, and this is how it works with Konami, they're told by the OCG what to release, when to release it, when to talk about it. So until that happens, besides leaks, this is not going to happen. So someone else asks about another thing, like, how's this day going? Who cares? I don't care about their day. I care nothing about that employee's day. I'm going to be honest with you guys. To be honest with you, the only reason I care about that employee is because I want my question answered. And the only reason they care to answer my question is because they're A, they're venting, because they have a lot of crap they deal with, or B, they know what's going to happen. They know they're going to tell me, and I'm going to be able to tell you guys. And if you're a Konami employee, please, seriously, find me, put me to the side, and I would love to have these question answers. I'll voice record you, or I'll write it down, and then I'll do a video. Obviously, the recording and whatever's written down will be deleted afterwards. It's full anonymity. I won't tell nobody who gave me the information. I never did in my last video. Check it out. I always said he and she because I don't want nobody to know who gives me the information, and I like it that way. I like it that way because it comes from me, the information, and not just from Konami. I'm asking them, but the reason I like it that way is because they have no attachment to me, I have no attachment to them. It's just me asking questions, talking to you guys about what happened. And I like it a lot that way. And I would love if you guys ask me questions. Little Bubba Sauce. Bubba Sauce. And then I love it. After this, he goes, oh, by the way, Return of Ultimate Rares. Like, he's like, there's the question. There we go, Python and Bulbasaur. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button, comment down below, and it's your boy V. And will V ask Konami questions? Will they answer my questions? We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball V. See you later, Paisanos.